Good morning, children. Welcome to class. Today we are going to be starting off our lessons with computer studies. And our topic in computer studies is advantages of using computer. In our last class, we talked about the uses of computer, the different things we can use a computer for. We say we can use computer to do complex calculations. People can use computers to communicate with each other all over the world. You can use a computer to place an order in a plane or in a train, and so on and so forth. So today we're going to be looking at advantages of using the computer. The first advantage we're going to be saying here is that it can work faster than human beings. A computer can do a lot of complex calculations faster than a human being. If you just key in your figures into the computer will solve the sum and give you the answer, whereas a human being will be calculating on the paper and taking a long period of time. So a computer is generally faster than a human being. Then it can store information in a quick manner and also bring it out whenever it is needed. You can store information in your computer. You can store information like the names of people in a school, the names of patients in a hospital, the names of items that are sold in a supermarket. You can store it in the database of the computer, and whenever it is needed, you just go to the computer and click on the file where you stored it, and it will open, and then you access the information that you want to access. It is more accurate and more reliable than processing data when processing data and information. You agree with me that since a computer is a machine, it will be more accurate than if you use your hand and write on a paper to calculate something. Computers are more accurate because they are machines. So whenever we are processing data, it's very important that you use a computer. It can be used to perform many tasks at the same time. You can use your computer to perform a lot of tasks at the same time. You can be typing on your computer, you can be listening to music on your computer at the same time, you can be sending an information to the printer to print, you can be sending a mail. You can do all these things at the same time on the same computer system. So a computer is very good at multitasking. It can be used to send and receive information quickly. Like I mentioned before, you can use a computer to send an information to somebody that is in another part of the world, and the information will get to him at that particular time. It's not like when we used to go to the post office, we write a letter, take it to the post office, the postman now takes it to deliver it to the people that you posted it to, or the truck that delivers the letters will drive from state to state to deliver. Now that we have the computer, we can use the computer to send and receive information quickly. It does not get tired like human beings. It can work for a long period of time. A computer cannot get tired like a human being. When a human being has been at a job for a few hours, the person tends to get tired, person tends to get weary. But when you're working with a computer can continue to work from morning till night without getting tired. A computer can continue to do a lot of tasks, a lot of complex processes without getting tired. Then computer and the internet makes it easy for companies to sell their products to people far from where they are. You can agree with me that most times you can sit in your home these days and buy something on the internet. You can either go on Gigi or on Jumia, you buy something. If you have internet connected to your system, you just browse, use your MasterCard or your Visa card and buy whatever you want to buy from the comfort of your home. That's a very good advantage of computer. Another one says that it allows people across the world to communicate with each other through emails no matter the time or the day. Our computers helps us to send emails to people no matter the time or the day. Whether you want to send it at night, in the morning or in the afternoon, the message will still get to the person that you intend for the message to get to through mails. So that's another very important advantage that the computer has. It allows people to search for and get information quickly instead of searching through too many books. If you have a computer, you can just go to Google and type in what you want to search, click on search, provided you're connected to the internet, and a lot of answers will come out. But in the time past, what people normally do is that they will bring out books. If you're looking for something, you bring out books that are related to the topic that you're searching for, and you keep flipping through, and you agree with me that this process is tedious and it takes time. But for a computer, you just key in what you want to find on Google, and the Google will give you a lot of answers. Then you can make backup copies of your work easily and quickly without having to rewrite everything. Computers, you can, if you have a Word document, you can duplicate that Word document in several files and have them kept safely for you. You don't need to start rewriting your documents. Once they are in the computer, they are safe. So I need you to study what we have talked about today, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Good morning, children, and welcome to class. We're going to be doing civic education now, and our topic in civic education is attitude to cultural diversity. Attitude to cultural diversity. Nigeria is a country that is made up of people of different cultures. Nigeria has people of different cultures. We have over 300 ethnic groups in Nigeria. So Nigeria is a country that is diverse in culture. The different cultures we have in Nigeria, the fact that we have different cultures in Nigeria is what we call cultural diversity. It is important for us to understand one another so that we can live in peace. Because we have different cultures and different ways of doing things, it is very important that we understand ourselves so that we can live in peace, so that there will not be riots and chaos all the time. You know, because people have come from different backgrounds, they will have different ways of thinking and different ways of doing things. So when we understand each other, it will be easier for all of us to live in peace with one another. Then we are going to be showing the right attitude to cultural diversity. How can we show the right attitude to cultural diversity? How can we begin to show the right attitude to cultural diversity? By trust for one another. We must learn to trust one another, because being honest to each other and not doing bad or wrong to one another. We must learn to trust each other, be honest with one another, and not do anything bad to one another. Because if somebody that is from a different culture from you does not trust you, it will be difficult for him to be able to live in peace with you. It will be difficult for him to be able to trust you and understand you when you begin to relate with each other. Another way we can show the right attitude to cultural diversity is in respect for the rights and interests of others. We should always respect the rights and the interests of other people, no matter what culture they come from. There are some people that they are more interested in things that have to do with their religion or things that have to do with their trade. We should respect that about them as human beings. We should not say the things that are important to them, because they are not important to us, we treat them anyhow. If we do this, there will be chaos in the society. There will be fighting and quarreling all the time. Another right attitude that we can show to our cultural diversity is believe in the importance of our differences. We have different problems in society. When people of different cultures and traditional and beliefs come together, they solve those problems, because different people have different ways they do things in their own culture. So when everybody contributes, the different ways they solve different problems in their own culture, we are able to solve the problems that affect us as a people commonly. Then we have tolerance for one another. We need to be open-minded and patient with the actions of people of other cultures, so that other people too can tolerate us when we do things that are not good. When somebody does something to you, it's not the time for you to begin to shout. You need to give space and say, what if I'm the one who has done this thing? Will I like to be forgiven? What if I'm the one who is in the wrong here? Will I like the way this person is reacting to me? So when people do things to you that you don't like, you don't react immediately. You pause for a while and think of the right way to respond, so that there won't be chaos or quarreling in the environment. Another way we can show the right attitude for cultural diversity is by honesty. We must learn to be sincere in anything we do with one another. If you're honest with people, they will come to trust you and respect you. But if you're dishonest, people will find it difficult to trust you. People will find it difficult to relate with you or to do any kind of business with you. So we need to be honest in whatever we do. We need to try as much as possible to maintain peace in our environment, so that the fact that we have different cultures in our country will be an advantage to us instead of a disadvantage. Thank you. Good afternoon, children, and welcome to class. Right now, we're going to be doing cultural and creative arts. and our topic for today is branches of art. Last week we looked at the meaning of art and the uses of art, but today we are going to be looking at the branches of art. Under the branches of art, we have two main branches of art. We have the visual art and the non-visual art. What do we mean by the visual art? The visual art means the aspects of art that we can see, feel and touch. The non-visual arts are the abstract form of art that we cannot see, we cannot feel it, and we cannot touch it. So under the visual art, we have two main branches. We have the fine art and the applied arts. We have fine art and the applied art. Under the fine arts, we have our paintings, our drawings, and our sculptures. Paintings that we do with paints and paint brushes. Those are our paintings. Drawings that you can do with pencils or crayons. Then we have sculptures. Sculptures are made from either wood carvings, metal. You can also make a sculpture from cement and from sand. It's a three-dimensional representation of an object. You mold the object the way it is supposed to be. That is a sculpture. Then under applied arts, we have artwork like textiles. Artwork under textiles are like tie and dye, batik, where you use different colors to make prints on materials and make colorful designs on materials. Then we have ceramic work. Ceramic works like our ceramic cups and our plates. We have photography. That's when we use a camera to capture pictures and events the way they happen and how they happen. Then we have woodwork. Under woodwork, we have different types of artwork that can be made from wood. We have different types of artworks that can be made from wood. Every artwork that is made from wood falls under the woodwork. Then we'll now move to the non-visual arts. Under our non-visual arts, we have two main branches of art. We have the performing arts and the literary arts. The performing arts are the art that you do by yourself. For instance, under performing arts, we have music. Music has to do with songs, singing, rhymes, and all of that. Dance has to do with performances, dancing to the music that is being played or doing a dance drama. Then theater has to do with dramas that are done in our theater houses. All these come under performing arts. Then under our literary art has to do with literacy, like it sounds. Literary art has to do with poems and creative writing. Our poems, we know what poems are, that they come under our literary arts. And creative writing, like you can be given a topic in creative writing to write a letter or write an argumentative essay or write a debate. All these come under creative writing. So let's study the diagram carefully so that we can understand the different branches of arts we have. The two main branches of art are the visual and the non-visual art. The visual art is what we can see, feel and touch, while the non-visual art are the abstract form of art that we cannot see. Under visual arts, we have fine and applied arts. And under fine arts, we said we have painting, drawing, and sculptures. Under applied arts, we have textiles, ceramics, photography, and woodwork. Under the non-visual arts, we have two main branches too. We have the performing arts and the literary arts. Under performing arts, we have music, dance, and theater. While under the literary arts, we have poem and creative writing. Thank you very much.